Cheers. So, how's everybody doing? I'm doing good. It's Thursday, January 6th. I have not filmed anything this week. So what you're gonna see in this vlog is things that I filmed last week as far as art things go. But the reason why I have not done any filming is Monday, Barry was off. We went to the dermatologist for an annual skin check because I don't know if y'all have ever noticed my scar. I did have skin cancer 6 years ago, basal cell carcinoma that they had to cut out. So I try to go every year for them to check me out because, you know, I'm pale. I burn very easily and I burned a ton as a child. So I need to go. If anybody needs to go, it's me. So he checked me out. I did have one spot that he was concerned about and he froze it. That's why it looks very disgusting because it did not look like that. It was pink and scaly. He says it could turn precancerous, or it is precancerous. So it can turn into cancer. That's what I meant to say. So he went ahead and froze it to make sure that that did not happen. So other than that though, I'm good to go. It would not turn into basal cell carcinoma. It would turn into a different kind of cancer. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up and let you know. Okay, it would turn into squamous cell carcinoma, not the basal cell. I don't know which one is worse than the other. So basal cell is like deep down. The squamous cell is more on the top layer, I think. So I would think that basal would be a little bit rougher on you because you got to go deeper, you know, because it grows down, because it starts down on your like bottom layer of your skin, right? Because your skin has several layers. So squamous is at near the top, I think. I don't know, I'm not a skin doctor, but I believe that's what I read. But it's not melanoma, the really bad guy. Melanoma is really bad because it can turn into other kinds of cancer, right? So, but anyway, so he froze it. Barry has one like this under his eye, but his glass frames hit it perfectly. So we didn't even really notice it. And the doctor was like, how long has that been there? And Barry's like, what are you talking about? And he looked at me and I said, what are you talking about? I'm like, gee, I don't know. I said, I just thought maybe he hit his glasses because he does that all the time. And so because we didn't know if it had been there a year, a month, 2, 3, he was like, give it a month. If it does not go away, you got to come back. I got to freeze that off because it's the same exact thing. So it could turn into cancer and we don't want that, especially on the faces. So other than that, good to go. Tuesday, I went to finish my oil painting because it's the year of let's finish shit around here. That is what I'm technically calling it. My camera, I had it on my tripod, which my tripod, the part that the camera goes into, had broken quite a few times, but I super glued it and it seemed to be working fine. I don't know why I put my camera in there as I was setting it up instead of setting it up and then putting my camera in. I don't know what was going through my head, but I went to go set my tripod up, my camera, because the part was loose because it had been broken. My camera, whee, 5-foot fall, whee, crash onto the slab of the garage. I heard it. I was like, oh my God, that sounds horrible. I think I just killed my camera. Picked it up. Luckily, I had a UV filter on it. I always thought the filters were tempered glass. They are not. It was glass. It broke. So I tried to get the filter off. I could not get it off. Barry got home. He tried. He could not get it off. But we got the glass out and my camera was working fine. But the issue is I have a lens on right now. It's a wide angle lens, so I'm not all up in your grill when I'm doing face to face. And I could not get that on because the filter had bent, right? And this would screw into the filter. So I tried, I was like, and when I I really foobarred my lens. I messed it up so badly. I broke the inside of it. So I had to buy a new lens. It came late yesterday. I got a new tripod too. It's coming late today. So there'll be no filming of art stuff for the rest of this week. But I did work on my rug I want to tuft in the kitchen, so I'll put that footage in here too. It's of a cupcake and a donut. I think it's going to look really cute. I can't wait to do that and get that started. It is warm here finally, so I can work in my studio more. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get the painting going, because it's not cold, right? It feels actually nice in there. But I don't want to do it without filming it, because y'all were with me at the beginning. Y'all have been along in this journey of this painting, so I wanted to finish it with you. So I will have to wait for my tripod, so I'll probably work on that tomorrow, but that will be in next week's vlog. But I can tuft again and again. I don't want to do anything until I can film. Next week I think it's supposed to rain most of the week, all week I think, and then the next week I think the weather is going to be nice again, so I want to work on getting my sunflower bed ready and to get the patio ready, so I'll be filming that. We did work in the yard this past week, and not really work in the yard, but the side of the house. If you've been here, you know we had like a little pond that would stay on the side of the house, because we get no sun in the winter over on this side, and so when it rains the water would just stand. Well, last year we worked on it. We put dirt down, gravel, pea gravel, and mulch, and that helped tremendously, but it was still really soggy, especially over on this side from all the rain and snow that we had gotten. So we went ahead and did that again. So hopefully, fingers crossed everybody, that we have finally got it built up enough, because we didn't want to dig trenches. I know we could have, but we didn't want to, okay? So we just went this route. I had a whole bunch of dirt from digging out my sunflower bed last year, so we had a lot of dirt and we built it up, and so hopefully this will work. If it's a little bit better, as long as it's not squishy. I mean, it was like scrunch over there, so you know the water wasn't standing like it used to, but it was still very squishy, again because the sun does not go over there. During the summer it's perfect, it's dry, but during the winter it's not. And again, before we did this last year, water would still be standing there. We had water year round over on that side, so we at least fixed it tremendously. We just want it even more. And just as I finished my vlog, editing it and doing a voiceover, my Copics arrived that I was talking about last week. So this is the markers that I got, the portrait. I think they'll be beautiful skin tones. Of course, that's what they're for. And then here are my refills. I don't know how to do this, but I'm gonna try. So these were the ones that I needed refills on, so I gotta do that. Before I do that though, I get to mark off my bingo card, the finished porch grater, because I did finish it. So that's done. Yoo-hoo! Y'all look, I was filling this one and it's got a crack in the barrel. Isn't that wild? Might have to just replace this whole marker. Weird. Alright, I got a lot of goodies. Oh, look how beautiful. It's very colorful. Now what I want to do is, I'm going to check the weather for next week. I think I want to work in the backyard a little bit. But let's see what the weather is going to be like. Okay, it looks like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays it's going to be in the 70s. So I think I will work, well, Monday, maybe with Bear. We have an appointment Monday with the dermatologist, just, you know, a yearly checkup. And so he's going to be off, so we might can work on that together. Nice. Y'all, I could not wait to try the portrait Copic markers out. Oh, and they did not disappoint. They're so vibrant. They blend so lovely. Not that I know much about that because I'm no expert in using alcohol markers like this, but I am trying. This year, I wanted to use these markers that have been sitting on my desk, and Copics are worth it if you can afford them. I know they're pricey, but man, they're awesome. They are really, really, they're a reason why they're top notch. They just work beautifully. I really, really enjoy them. If you can afford it, I would get them. So what I'm trying to do this year, y'all, is try to find my style, okay? I'm not realistic. Y'all know that. If you've been here, you know I don't do realism. I really don't. I don't enjoy doing realism. I like to use my creativity. I like to use different colors. I like to experiment a lot. That's really what I like to do more than anything, is experiment with different colors and textures and mediums. So I've done marker stuff before, but this year I really want to concentrate on it. Like last year, I wanted to concentrate on color pencils because I didn't feel confident in them. I worked with them a while and was like, okay, I get them now. I understand them a little bit better. Same thing with watercolor. Right? It took me forever to get watercolor, but I finally got it, and it is one of my favorite mediums. I think markers are going to be up there with them too because you can blend, and like I'm blending right now. It's just, and these, just the colors that you can get and use. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I love it. But I want to work on my style. I like this whimsical look. I like the character look, like the animated look. I don't like the realism, like the girl, the blue haired. She is awful. I don't like her. I love her. I love the one I'm working on. I love that pink against that brown, the green against the brown, and I'm going to be painting her headband another like a mint green. Oh, it all just looks so beautiful to me. I just love it. I'm no expert. Some people will look at this and be like, oh my God, it is horrible. Okay, that's fine. I'm not saying it's the best thing since sliced bread. That's not what I'm here for. Again, if you've been on my channel, you know I do this because I enjoy it. I have fun. I want to inspire people. And if, me being vulnerable and putting out things that are not, 100% gallery worthy, so be it. As if I can inspire one person to pick up a marker, a colored pencil, paintbrush, whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing, but you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. If I can inspire one person to actually dive in and use their creativity and do what they love to do, I've done what I've set out to do for this channel. So with that said, I am going to say goodbye, and I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a great week. See you next week.